Authorities in New York City are investigating the throwing of explosive devices near the mayor's residence as a potential act of terrorism inspired by ISIS. The incident occurred during a counter-protest on Saturday evening near Gracie Mansion. 2 individuals are in custody following the incident, but they have not been formally charged. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch stated that the explosives, which did not detonate, could have caused serious injury or death. The FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force is participating in the investigation. The protest was organized by Jake Lang, a far-right activist who has previously been charged with assaulting an officer during the January 6, 2021 insurrection. Lang's protest was aimed at what he perceives as the Islamic influence in New York City. It drew a larger group of counter-protesters. One of the counter-protesters allegedly threw an explosive device that did not ignite. This event highlights the growing concern over radicalized groups in the U.S. and the security implications of political protests and counter-protests. The investigation is ongoing, and officials continue to work closely with federal authorities to determine the full extent of the incident. Oil prices have spiked to near record levels as the war in Iran intensifies, impacting major oil-producing countries and key shipping routes. Price for a barrel of Brent crude oil surged to $119.50 before easing back. Meanwhile, West Texas Intermediate crude also saw significant gains, and this escalation is causing global concerns about potential supply disruptions. G7 nations, including France, are considering the release of strategic oil reserves to stabilize markets in response to the increasing tensions. French President Emmanuel Macron stated that the use of these reserves is being considered as an option to mitigate the impacts of rising oil prices. Finance ministers from the G7 countries are holding emergency video conferences to discuss the economic implications of the ongoing conflict. Bahrain has declared force majeure on its oil shipments following an attack by Iran on its desalination plant and refinery complex. This move by Bahrain highlights the broader impact on global oil supplies and the potential for further disruptions in the region. The Strait of Hormuz, a crucial passageway for oil and gas, continues to face threats from Iranian missile and drone attacks. This has halted tanker traffic and led to reduced oil production in Iraq, Kuwait, and the UAE. The situation remains volatile, with global markets reacting to the heightened risk of supply shortages and economic instability. Officials are monitoring the situation closely and are expected to take further action to stabilize oil prices and ensure energy security for all nations involved. Republican lawmakers are pushing to alter the census count used for state legislative redistricting, potentially excluding non-U.S. citizens and children from the demographic data used to draw district lines. This proposed change, currently under consideration, could significantly impact the composition of electoral districts across the country. The current redistricting process relies on total population counts to ensure fair representation. However, excluding certain populations from the census count could reshape the demographic landscape used for redistricting. This shift could have significant implications for how electoral districts are drawn and could influence political power distribution. As this proposal is still under consideration, its exact impact remains to be seen. Officials continue to evaluate the potential consequences and discuss the implications of such changes.